Good afternoon. I'm going to start today by, first of all, stating that we are deeply troubled by the events in Broward County, and certainly our thoughts and our prayers are with the Broward community, Superintendent Runcie, teachers and staff and students. We have, as a school district, we have reached out to that county, to that school district, and have offered our resources. We are going to be sending a team of counselors over to Broward County when they determine they're ready to reopen that high school. We also have turned our attention within our own school district, and to ensure the safety and security of our students, of course, is the highest priority. I have to say, first and foremost, we have a wonderful working relationship with Sheriff Scott and the Sheriff's Department. They have been steady partners over the years, and so we've been working collaboratively to again ensure that our students are safe here in Lee County. To get into some more specific information regarding what we are doing here in Lee County, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Mark Mora. Mr. Mora is our Executive Director of Operations, and the Department of Safety and Security is in his purview.
Thank you, Dr. Atkins. As Dr. Atkins mentioned, the safety and security of our students is paramount. And to achieve safety and securityness in our schools, it's a constant state of heightened preparedness for emergencies such as what happened in Broward County. We accomplish that through continually looking at our safety and security protocols. We accomplish that through drills. We accomplish that through training of all of our staff and our students in regards to how to respond to incidences such as this. Continually assessing the risks that we have at the schools and coming up with solutions that best assure the safetyness of everyone in our schools. One of our greatest assets is the partnership we have with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. That collaboration is something that's very much important to us at the school district, and I'd like to introduce Under Sheriff Marcino to give you a little bit more detail in regards to that.
Thank you, sir. I'm Under Sheriff Carmine Marcino, Lee County Sheriff's Office. On behalf of Sheriff Scott and our team, I want to reiterate our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and the families of yesterday's horrific event. First, I also want to reiterate that we have a continuous communication and partnership with the school district and their administration, and I can tell you this, we will make sure that safety is number one when it comes to your children in this county. We have detailed operations in place as we speak, and I will not share the details of that, but I will tell you they are in operation as we speak, and the safety of your children is absolutely number one as Sheriff Scott and our team. I can promise you that. I'd like to open it up to some questions for Dr. Atkins and our staff here.
So with the extra security enhancement at the schools, how many more officers are there? Stuff like that.
Well, obviously, we would not want to discuss specific numbers. There are certain security protocols that we feel for the security of our students that we really need to keep within the district. But I do want to assure everyone that we are continuously looking for ways to heighten the presence of law enforcement and to improve our partnership so that we can continue to increase the security and safety of our students.
Some of the changes, would you like to get into specifics with that?
Well, I think we have to look at the increase in the number of students that we have within our school district, and specifically the increases that we have within certain schools. And with that, you have to look at making a determination whether or not the current assignment of officers meets the need at that particular school. So as a high school, for example, grows larger, there may be a need for additional presence at that particular facility. So that is something that Sheriff Scott and I just recently had a discussion about, in fact, as recent as last week. So as we move toward next year and a proposed increase of, again, about 1,500 to 1,800 students, we also are looking for ways that we can increase the presence of law enforcement in those buildings that have larger student populations.
I understand you can't talk about numbers, but is there a way you can ensure parents? I mean, I know at this point some SROs are assigned to multiple schools. Is there any plan for the near future
Well, I think it is feasible moving forward that, like currently, we do have one SRO assigned to every high school, and also we have one SRO assigned to every middle school. And if you look into the future and look at as those high schools are increasing in numbers, the potential for having more. We also have deputies that are also assigned to our elementary schools. That's where a deputy would have multiples, so we could have an increased presence there. We are also in discussions with the city of Fort Myers to potentially look at bringing on Fort Myers police officers in a couple of the Fort Myers schools. That is something that is, again, ongoing discussions, but we're down the road on that one as well, and that's something where we can look for a joint presence with our sheriff's partners and also our city of Fort Myers police in a single school. So I'm looking forward to that relationship developing further.
Superintendent, I know that prevention is very difficult because we can never really predict when these things are going to happen. Is there a possibility that you guys could look at in the future when you're building the schools that you need to building them in a way to possibly try to provide more security or make it more difficult for someone to enter the school, and that way, in a sense, accident prevention?
Absolutely. In fact, we're doing that right now at Bonita Springs High School. If you look at technology that is available, currently we have video surveillance technology, but as you look toward the future, there's adaptive technology that can be deployed in those video surveillance systems that can actually react proactively. So instead of just simply filming an incident, this is something that proactively could notify an administrator or security staff of a potential threat so that you could react much quicker than we currently do today. We are looking at Bonita Springs High School as potential for the first phase of that increased technology, and as we look toward the Gateway site, we could implement phase 2, and then obviously we would want to then use that type of technology and start to deploy that across the district.
Did many students stay home today?
I'm not aware of any large absence as a result of this incident. I wouldn't be surprised if we did have some slight fluctuation, but if so, it hasn't been brought to my attention.
Are you concerned at all that an increased police presence on schools could potentially scare kids?
Well, I'm not for this reason. One of the reasons that our police are on campus is literally to develop relationships of trust with our students. This is about developing a good relationship with a police officer, a trusting relationship, so if you do feel that your safety and security is threatened, this is an individual that you feel that you could go to for help. And so that is not a concern of mine for that reason. And I think if you look at schools that have deployed these officers in the past, these officers can often be seen in hallways talking to students, high-fiving, doing knuckle bumps, all these type of things, but they become trusted parts of the school community. And actually, most of our parents and our students feel more secure when they see law enforcement on campus.
For the undersheriff.
One more?
Yeah, for the undersheriff. What type of real-world experience does the department have in dealing with these situations? We understand you guys do extensive training for this, but are there members of the department that may have been involved in situations like this that have come to the department?
I can tell you we train each and every day. We take it, again, very, very seriously. We do active shooter training both in facilities and outdoors. I'm not going to share the details of those training, and what we do for training, but absolutely we train every single day, real life, real time, indoors and out, to make sure the children are safe here.
One more question for Dr. Atkins, please. As far as budgets go in the sales tax plans, it has about 1% to go to new technology that would improve safety and security at schools. Is this something you can monetarily afford to do now, or can you theoretically afford to wait?
Well, I think that regardless of the half-penny sales tax, I think this is technology that we have to put into our budget now. And so I don't want to link the two issues together because, security of our students is something that we have to factor into every budget. The good news for us is as we look toward construction and actually refurbishing our other schools, that technology, I think, continues to improve, which means that when we deploy that technology, our students are safer.
One more. Sorry, one more. Can you talk about the mental health services that you provide to students that could potentially prevent this kind of thing from happening, or at least show the warning signs?
Well, that's something that I think we as a community need to invest more in. If you look at the state of Florida, we are ranked rather low when it comes to mental health services in the nation, and then Lee County, again, doesn't fund at a level that we believe is adequate. So we would, of course, support measures to increase mental health support because we are seeing this continuing to be a concern within our schools. We currently do have counselors in all of our schools. I would like to see the number of counselors in our buildings increase, as well as social workers, psychologists, and other individuals that support the mental health needs of our student population.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.